full-blown trial. That is not in the House, but that's actually in the Senate. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Kanina po ay naglabas ng statement si Vice President Sara Duterte at sinabi nga niya na ang gagawin na pagdinig o ang isinagawang pagdinig kanina ay isang fishing expedition. Pwede po ba natin ipaliwanag to bakit ito na sabi ng PISA?
Well, again, I have to premise my answer with I'm no longer the spokesperson of the Vice President. So napakahirap naman na maglagay ng salita, no? Mag-interpret ng kanyang mga sinasabi. But at least based on our conversations, nakikita naman natin, yun naman talagang posisyon natin when you evaluate these impeachment complaints. The evaluation must solely remain with the complaints and the pieces of evidence attached. Di ba? Ngayon, if you will go beyond the evidence attached and start asking for documents left and right, when our first argument nga, kung matatandaan nyo, is wala man lang ultimate facts yung complaints. No? And then yung mga naka-attach na ebidensya, wala rin naman doon na nagsasabing o nagpapatunay na may krimen na kaagad na nangyari. And so if you go beyond that, that is what we're saying na fishing expedition. No? Malamang yun na rin ang pinaparating ng ating Vice Presidente. Pangalawa, katulad ng mga issue na nilabas sa kanyang salin, doon sa desisyon ng Supreme Court sa Duterte versus House of Representatives, malinaw na nakasaad doon na ang impeachable offense ay yung mga offense na allegedly na-commit ng impeachable official within his or her term. At malinaw naman doon sa pinakita na karamihan doon sa hinihing documents ay not within his or her, within the term of the Vice President in this case. No? So, marahil doon nanggagaling ang ating Vice Presidente.
Good afternoon po, Ed Mendoza from Manila Times. I'd just like to note lang po yung mga subpoenas regarding kay doon sa subpoenas regarding Versalles. Congressman Rodriguez said na it's a form of fishing expedition. That's why he objected to the motion raised by the panel. Pero sa tingin niyo po ba, pwede ba muna natin ma-control ito or ma-prevent itong pagkuha ng mga salin? Kasi yun nga, as Lucas Rodriguez nga, is a legal expert saying na it's a fishing expedition. And baka nga po tayo ito sa nangyari sa Corona impeachment trial na naging fishing expedition na. So, what's your take po doon sa mga subpoena sa SAL-Ed, DPP, and pati na rin yung mga bank records na rin kay DP and kay Atty. Matt Starkey?
All right. I think I've made this clear. And I also, again, say that if the objection of the respondent goes into the matter of jurisdiction, meaning does the committee have any power or authority to conduct a mini trial or whatever it is that they will call it, including the examination and cross-examination of witnesses, issuance of compulsory processes for the introduction, reception, and examination of evidence. Our position has been made clear in the letter. That authority and all the incidents of that authority should only be exercised by the Senate. Because why? Again, we go back under Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 6. It's only the Senate that can conduct trial, that can examine witnesses, that can cross-examine witnesses, that can issue subpoena for the production of evidence. In fact, if someone here earlier asked, this is akin to a preliminary investigation, you know, under the current rules of preliminary investigation and inquest proceedings, even the matter of deciding or resolving the complaint is only limited to the complaint and the counter affidavits of the respondent and other affidavits and the evidence at hand. nothing beyond evidence at hand. And let me clarify this, because it might be that the idea that just because a respondent did not appear and sent a letter instead through the lawyers stating the reasons for non-appearance, which raises issues on jurisdiction, doesn't mean that she or us or we are just raising technical issues. Because I think every lawyer knows that the matter of jurisdiction is always substantive. Cannot even be waived, cannot even be, subject of any agreement. Once a body, once a tribunal acts beyond the powers vested in it by the Constitution, that cannot be allowed.
Last question na lang po from my end.
Good afternoon po. Bella Cayasa from the Philippine Star. Sir, just to be categorical about it, so may plan kayo to question unconstitutional yung proceeding sa House. So kailan kayo magdi-decide na mag-file na ng petition sa Supreme Court? And second po, ano po yung magiging action natin next? Meron pang 3 hearings pa ang House Committee on Justice. So ganito na rin po ba yung scenario natin na walang a-attend ng mga lawyers, except sabi nyo a-attend kayo dahil may subpoena kayo. Walang a-attend na lawyers and even si Vice President Sara Duterte.
Well, number one, hindi ko po sinabing may plano. Ang sinasabi ko lang po is, of course, there's always that possibility. Alam nyo, maraming nagpe-frame the past few weeks. Sinasabi, aakyat yung mga yan sa Supreme Court. As if it's a wrong thing, no? Our job as lawyers is to protect the client and the rights of the client, no, against harassment and all of these kinds of things. And sa ngayon, ang sinasabi namin is that is always a possibility. Especially since, ulitin ko lang yung sinabi ni Attorney Sheila, our objection to the proceedings is fundamental. No? Hindi to mere technicality. We are saying na ang sinasagawa ngayon ng committee, at least sa aming pananaw at sa aming posisyon, is labas na sa kapangyarihan nila dahil yung trial, mini-trial, full-blown trial is really vested upon the Senate. Ngayon, pagdating sa susunod na hearings, hindi muna kami magkokomento, ma'am, tungkol dyan. Dahil syempre, we are monitoring the developments as they come. And as lawyers, although of course, we are ready to anticipate anything and everything that comes, we are also not inclined to telegraph what we plan to do. Thank you.
Good afternoon po, Eliza Encina from IBC News. If ever the Senate conduct the hearing, can we expect your appearance as well the appearance of VP Sara?
Again, I think our letter is clear. We cannot participate in a proceeding that we think is unconstitutional. We cannot have the Vice President appear before a body exercising a power or authority that is vested by the Constitution in another tribunal. If you notice from the letter that we sent on March 24, 2026, the penultimate paragraph of that is pretty clear that considering that the requests, motions, or similar efforts aimed at obtaining evidence through processes that necessarily presuppose lawful authority, then, which in this case we believe is absent, then we cannot participate in the proceedings. This is not even something new. This is something that every lawyer questioning the jurisdiction of the court on behalf of his or her client.
Good afternoon po, attorney. Parang iteration lang ng mga naunang question. So since you are not recognizing the jurisdiction of the committee, hindi niyo po ito-comply ang any subpoena na hindi expected si Vice President and you na mag-appear sa House hearings. Ano po?
Let me clarify kasi baka ma-misconstrue eh. What we are not recognizing is the authority or power to conduct mini trial. Now, with respect to the power of the House of Representatives to initiate impeachment proceedings, that's stated in the Constitution. We recognize that. Again, what we do not recognize is the authority to conduct any form of trial. We can't tell you yet what will happen in the next weeks until the committee has concluded its proceedings because, as you know, the committee has just finished the hearing this afternoon, and we have yet also to receive any invitation or notice for the next hearing. But what I can tell you is that every step that we will take from here on is deliberate. And those steps would be primarily to protect the interests of our client.
Attorney Poa, so to reiterate and to echo also the question of Congresswoman Lima earlier, so you failure to attend on the Vice President and also your team, does it mean you are waiving your right to attend any proceedings? So we do not expect anyone from your team in the coming proceedings?
No, I think that's also clear from the letter. In fact, it's explicit in the letter. Let me read again. As timely stated in the appearance and consolidated answer, both made ad cautelam, the respondent does not waive any jurisdictional or other objections she has to these proceedings, nor her right to seek appropriate legal remedies. I think that's quite clear. Could you clarify?
Questioning their jurisdiction. So
What is it that you're asking? That is the respondent waiving her right to present evidence? Of course not. Right to the proceedings.
the one raised by
No, definitely not. I think, again, the letter is clear, and our position from the start, starting from the appearance ad cautelam and the consolidated verified answer ad cautelam, up to this point when we sent the letter is clear. The Vice President is not waiving any of her rights. Now, if you're asking me, is she waiving her right to present evidence? Definitely, or participation in the proceedings, she will participate before the proper forum, before the body that has jurisdiction to try the case against her.
So yun nga, hindi sa committee na to, hindi sa House just.
Yes, because again, we just have to read the Constitution. The Constitution says, Section 3, Paragraph 6, Article 11, that it is the Senate that shall have the sole power to try and decide all cases of impeachment.
Attorney Poa, when we're sending one to the whole hearing proceedings sa House hearing, how do you describe it, sir? Although kanina sinabi niyo na there are a lot of persons who subpoena and then documents also like SALN and the rest of the records or other documents po. But generally, how will you describe what the proceedings that happened today? How do you, as a defense team of Vice President?
Well, to us, really, we're questioning the proceedings themselves. No? So I don't want to try to describe it, masa-soundbite ako sa isang description. No? But really, to us, all these things go beyond the powers of initiating an impeachment complaint. And that is why we have already stated on the record our fundamental objection to the proceedings that are being conducted at the moment.
And clearly for you, it was already a mini trial.
Well, for us, ma'am, again, our position is that yung mini trial na salita, hindi sa amin ang galing. Yan ay